deformities, tenderness, or inflammations. For the purpose is to identify any signs of infections, blockage, or structural problems of the nasal passages or sinuses. To assess for common issues such as sinusitis, allergies, or nasal polyps. To ensure proper functions of the nose and sinuses in relation to breathing, airflow, and mucous drainage. And for the equipment, we have pen light or flashlight, and we have gloves for hygiene purposes during palpation and examinations. For the considerations, number 1 is patient comfort. Ensure the patient is comfortable and relaxed during the examinations. Number 2, history. Gather any relevant history such as allergies, previous nasal surgeries, or recent symptoms. And for number 3 is infection control. Always use gloves and practice proper hand hygiene to prevent cross-contamination. For the number 4, cultural sensitivity. Be aware of the patient's comfort levels with physical touch, especially in sensitive areas like the face. For the number 5, the allergies. Take note of any allergies or sensitivity to medications as they affect the sinuses and nasal passage. Things to document after the procedure is that the nasal patency, whether both nostrils are open and clear for airflow. Document any obstructions and nasal mucosa. The color and texture of the mucosa. Note if it's pale, red, swollen, or congested. Number 3 is discharge. Any presence of discharge is its consistency and color. Number 4 is symptom. Document the occurrence of the nasal symptom. Is it straight, deviated, or perforated? And for the number 5, tenderness. Record any tenderness over the sinuses, especially for frontal or maxillary sinuses. Tenderness may indicate infections. For the number 6 is sinus inspections. The use of pen light to observe any visible swelling or abnormalities over the sinus areas. For the number 7, smell sensation. Document any loss or alteration in the sense of smell, which can indicate nasal or sinus pathology. For the number 8 is patient symptoms. Include reports of symptoms like pain, pressure, pulse, nasal break, or headache. So, good day, ma'am. I am your student nurse for today. I am Madeleine Asperger. So, may I know your name, ma'am? And your age? Your birthday? In this assessment, I will be assessing you a nose and sinuses. And who got the gloves? Let's start for the first procedure. The first is inspect the external nose, note the size, shape, color, and clearing or discharges from the ears. To determine if there are any obstruction or abnormal that may affect breathing. So the second procedure is lightly palpate the internal nose to assess for areas of tenderness, muscles, and displacement of bone and cartilage. Third procedure is instruct the for facial sinuses is, the first is palpate the maxillary frontal of sinuses to assess for any tenderness. Frontal sinuses is shine a pendant against the inner aspects of the supraorbital range of the frontal bone to help identify abnormalities such as inflammations in the frontal sinus. Maxillary sinuses instruct client to open her mouth and shine the pin light of the left in the right to utilize the oral mucosa. And after that, remove the gloves. Expose it and perform the hygiene. And next to document after the procedure is the nasal taping sheet for open and free for airflow. Nasal mucosa, the color and tissue of mucosa, and septum, appearance of the nasal septum, tenderness over the sinuses, and and that's